Minutes. Minutes are a record of what occurred in a meeting. And the heading for it is the name of the organization in all caps, and then a double space, and then meeting minutes in initial caps. Of course, you know that if they were to give you a different heading, you would use the heading that they give you. So, as you can see, I have my top margin is set to 0 because you usually go on 2 pages, and the second page would usually be 1 inch, and the first page would be 2 inches. So two different margins for top. Then we set a top margin of 0 and manually set both. So I already have my minutes set up in a table, 2 inches top. And then the first thing you want to do after you've already typed everything is to make sure your line spacing is consistent. And as you can see here, I have a double space. That's a blank line. There's a double space after each one except for this one, which I will now put in. So everything is set up. Now my space between column. So I look for the longest line, which is business challenge, and I will put at least 5 spaces in between and use the line in between to drag it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces showing. Okay, so now it's set. And once everything is set up in my first page, I'll now go on my second page, and this is the page where I'm going to split my table. So layout, split table, and of course, you know, here you gotta go back. They change everything, goes back to normal, so you have to do it again. Margins to 0 and all that good stuff. And then you put in your second page. That always happens. Click here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure I didn't change my line spacing to single. Hey, let's make sure that happens. Single. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I type on this line. So the second page heading for minutes is, once again, the name of the organization goes on the first line, and then meeting minutes. Let me show you. So I'm going to be lazy and copy all those. Copy, paste, put it to the left, delete. All right, so meeting minutes, and then you put the date here for April 30th. That was 2000. So the date goes there on the second line, and on line 3, you guessed it, the page 2, and a double space, and then you continue. And that's about it. You're going, once everything is done, you're moving your lines. Here, you're moving your lines, and you're straight. That's the meeting minutes. It's quite similar to the itinerary. Of course, you know, if you were to, there are some meeting minutes where there's no headings at the left. It's just simply numbers instead. So in a case like that, just imagine that right here where the meeting started, it started with numbers. So I'm just going to split my table because you were doing 2 separate tables. And this one here, there were not words there but numbers. So we go 1 dot 2 dot 3 dot 4 dot. So obviously all that space isn't necessary. When my computer gives me the automatic spacing, I won't accept it, and then I'm just going to go over here. So notice everything changes. This will no longer be here. I just want to show you how it should look. Okay. And of course, you know, if it goes up to 10, you'll put a space and line up the period straight down. But that's how it will look. You would still do it in a table, it's just be a number instead. And then you just continue everything as I showed you. So that's it. Of course, at the end, you will move your lines. Everything else will be the same. Okay? Bye.